You said you're fine, but I know better. The way you smile when you're holding back the weather, reading every pause between your words tonight. There's a story in the silence that you keep, in the things you say when you don't speak. I've learned to listen to the quiet in your eyes, and I'm searching for the truth you won't say, in the silence that gets louder every day. Your walls are made of whispers and disguise. I can see it in between the lines, all the love you hide behind those eyes. What you don't say speaks louder than before. Between the lines, I'm reading more. Every gesture, every sigh defines the secrets living in between the lines. You touch my hand but pull away too fast, like you're afraid this moment couldn't last. Dancing around the words we're both too scared to find. I watch you bite your lip before you speak, that little tale that makes you weak, when you're holding back the feelings undefined. I'm decoding every look you give to me, finding meanings in the space between the person that you are and who you show. I can see it in between the lines, all the love you hide behind those eyes. What you don't say speaks louder than before. Between the lines, I'm reading more. Every gesture, every sigh defines the secrets living in between the lines. Why do we talk in codes and metaphors? Why can't we just say what we're fighting for? I'm tired of translating all your fear. Just tell me straight. I wanna hear the words you bury deep inside your heart before this silence tears us apart. I know you feel it too. Don't make me guess. Just give me more than emptiness. I can see it in between the lines, all the love you hide behind those eyes. What you don't say speaks louder than before. Between the lines, I'm reading more. Every gesture, every sigh defines the secrets living in between the lines. So say it now before we run out of time. Don't leave me reading in between the lines. Your cup still sits on my kitchen table, 2 sugars, no cream, like you're still able to walk right in like nothing ever changed. The porcelain is cracked along the rim, a perfect metaphor for what we've been. These little marks refuse to rearrange. I should wash it, put it away somewhere, but every morning finds me standing there, staring at the evidence of you. These little marks you left behind are tattooed in the back of my mind. Can't scrub away what we've been through. Coffee stains and memories remain. Every morning tastes the same. Can't wash away what we used to be. Coffee stains and memories to the brink of calling you and begging you to stay. The smell reminds me of your sleepy face, the way you'd shuffle into this same place and steal a kiss before you'd start your day. I've tried new mugs and different roasts, but I keep brewing up your ghost in every cup I can't forget. These bitter grounds won't let me go. They're all I have left to show that you were here, that this was real, and yet coffee stains and memories remain. Every morning tastes the same. Can't wash away what we used to be. Coffee stains and memories, brown rings on white like you and me, fading slowly but they never leave. Coffee stains and memories. Maybe I should break this cup, let the pieces sweep me up out of this routine that keeps me stuck. But I'm afraid if I let go of these remnants that I know, I'll lose the only proof we existed once. So I'll keep pouring, keep pretending that this isn't really ending, that you might walk through that door again and fill this cup with laughter, write our own happy after. But coffee stains don't lie about the pain. Coffee stains and memories remain. Every morning tastes the same. Can't wash away what we used to be. Coffee stains and memories, brown rings on white like you and me, fading slowly but they never leave. Some marks are meant to stay, it seems. Coffee stains and memories, your ghost in my caffeine. Coffee stains and memories, the bitter and the sweet between. Coffee stains and memories. Found a box of us beneath my bed. Colors bleeding out, your face turns red. Time is stealing what we used to hold. The edges curl like pages turning slow. Each photograph's a moment that I know is slipping through my fingers, growing old. I remember when we took this one summer afternoon, that golden sun. Now it's just a shadow of that day. The edges curl like pages turning, while my heart keeps on yearning for the clarity that's gone away. We're just fading Polaroids, losing color, losing noise. Capture moments slipping through, fading Polaroids of me and you. The whites are turning yellow now, the blacks are gray. I don't know how to stop the time that we can't avoid. We're just fading Polaroids. Your smile's becoming harder to discern. The details that I'm desperate to learn are vanishing like whispers in the wind. I hold them to the light to see you clear, but chemicals betray the passing years, and what was sharp and focused now is thin. Each image is a version of goodbye, a slow erasure I can't deny, of everything we promised wouldn't fade. These paper memories are dying, and there's no use in denying that time destroys enjoys the moments that we made. We're just fading Polaroids, losing color, losing noise, captured moments slipping through, fading Polaroids of me and you. The whites are turning yellow, now the blacks are gray. I don't know how to stop the time that we can't avoid. We're just fading Polaroids. Maybe that's the point of photographs, to teach us nothing's meant to last, that beauty lives in temporary things. We try to freeze the moments that we love, but life keeps pushing, death keeps shoved, and even our best memories lose their sting. So I'll hold these fading pictures close, keep them like they're holy ghosts, until they're blank and colorless and gone. And maybe when there's nothing left to see, I'll finally set us both free and learn to live without you to hold on. We're just fading Polaroids, losing color, losing noise, captured moments slipping through, fading Polaroids of me and you. The whites are turning yellow, now the blacks are gray. I don't know how to stop the time that we can't avoid. Like our love, like our joy, everything becomes destroyed. We're just fading Polaroids, empty frames we can't restore, fading Polaroids, nothing more. We're just fading Polaroids. Platforms empty, 11:45. You're standing there trying not to cry. One more minute till I have to go. The fluorescent lights are buzzing overhead. I'm memorizing everything you said, because tomorrow feels so far. I know your hand is trembling inside of mine. We're running out of borrowed time. The conductor's calling out my name. This distance growing in between is the hardest thing I've ever seen. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. On the last train home without you, watching city lights fade from view. Every mile takes me away from the last train home. I pray you'll stay. The tracks are pulling us apart tonight. You're disappearing from my sight. On the last train home, I'm all alone. On the last train home, I press my face against the window glass, watching everything we had fly past. Your silhouette gets smaller on the platform there. The wheels are turning, steel on steel. This separation's all dark into dawn, pretending that I'm moving on, while my heart stays standing on that platform still, counting down the days until I can take another train back to you. But we both know that isn't true. On the last train home, when the last train home without you, watching city lights fade from view. Every mile takes me away from the last train home. I pray you'll stay. The tracks are pulling us apart tonight. You're disappearing from my side. On the last train home, I'm all alone. The rails are humming their goodbye song. On the last train home, where I don't belong. On the last train home, I'm moving on. On the last train Your playlist still connected to my phone, playing songs I've never heard alone. Like tangled headphones, we're still intertwined. The left ear plays your favorite melody, the right ear whispers harmonies of me, and somewhere in the middle we're combined. I tried to pull the cables free last night, but every time I think I got it right, another night appears to hold us close. Can't seem to separate the wires from the mess of our desires. You're the song I need the most. Tangled headphones, tangled hearts, don't know where you went and I start. Every song just pulls me back to you. Tangled up in all we used to do. The more I try to break away, the more tangled we stay. Tangled headphones, tangled hearts, we're connected in the broken parts. I found your earbuds in my jacket pocket yesterday, the ones you left that rainy day in May, when you said you'd come right back for them. But weeks turn into months of radio silence now. I kept them safe, I don't know why or how. I can't let go of even just your things. Sometimes I plug them in just to feel near to something that once lived inside your ear. A strange intimacy that lingers on. These twisted chords are all I have of the life we used to map in stereo before you left and moved along. Tangled headphones, tangled hearts, don't know where you went and I start. Every song just pulls me back to you. Tangled up in all we used to do. The more I try to break away, the more tangled we stay. Tangled headphones, tangled hearts, we're connected in the broken parts. Maybe I should cut the cord completely. Stop trying to untangle this so neatly. Accept that some knots are meant to come undone, but music sounds better when it's shared. And I miss the way you hummed and stared at nothing while we listened as the sunset won. I could buy wireless and be free at last, disconnect from everything we had in the past. But I like the way these wires keep me bound to the memory of your sound. Even if it hurts to hear your voice, I'd make the same tangled choice every single time around. Tangled headphones, tangled hearts, don't know where you end and I start. Every song just pulls me back to you. Tangled up in all we used to do. The more I try to break away, the more tangled we stay. Tangled headphones, tangled hearts, we're connected in the broken 3 a.m. and you're still in my head, replaying things we should have said when the world was quiet and it was just us two. I'm lying here with shadows on the wall, remembering the way you'd always call right around this time to talk the darkness through. We'd whisper secrets in our telephones about our fears and futures and unknowns until the sunrise told us to let go. Now I'm talking to your ghost, missing what I needed most. These one-sided conversations show midnight conversations with myself, wishing you were someone else, or wishing I could turn back time to midnight conversations when you were mine. The silent screams where you would speak in these late night hours. I'm so weak. Midnight conversations haunt my mind. Midnight conversations left behind. I still reach for my phone when I can't sleep. Your number's there but the connection's too deep to bridge the gap with simple words tonight. I type out messages I'll never send, asking how you are, how this could end, deleting them before they see the light. The pillow on your side stays cold and flat. I talk to it like you talk back, but it just absorbs my voice without reply. These empty words fill up the room like flowers dying in full bloom. I'm screaming softly at the sky. Midnight conversations with myself, wishing you were someone else, or wishing I could turn back time to midnight conversations when you were mine. The silent screams where you would speak in these late night hours. I'm so weak. Midnight conversations haunt my mind. Midnight conversations left behind. Remember when we talked about forever, how we never say never. Those promises at 2 a.m. felt so true. We solved the world's problems in the dark, left our philosophical mark on each other's souls, me and you. And now I'm here alone with all these thoughts, tied up in existential knots, with no one there to help me work them through. I give anything to hear you say can't sleep, let's talk the night away. But midnight came and went without you. Midnight conversations with myself, wishing you were someone else, or wishing I could turn back time to midnight conversations when you were mine. The silent screams where you would speak in these late night hours. I'm so weak. Midnight conversations haunt my mind. Midnight conversations left behind. I'm talking to the darkness now. Midnight conversations tell me how to stop missing you at midnight time. Midnight conversations no longer mine. It's been 3 months, but I can't let it go. This worn out thing is all I know of, holding on to something that was real. The sleeves are stretched from how I pull them tight around myself on lonely Friday nights, when I need to remember how you feel. It's hanging in my closet like a shrine, this last remaining artifact of mine that proves you were here, that we were true. Every thread holds a piece of us. In this fabric I still trust to keep me close to you. Your sweater still smells like you, like autumn nights and morning dew. I wrap myself in yesterday. Your sweater keeps the cold away, like cedar smoke and summer rain. Your sweater holds my joy and pain. I know I should give it back, but your sweater's all I have. Your sweater still smells like you. You asked about it once or twice before. I said I couldn't find it anymore. I lie to keep this little piece of home. The label's faded, there's a hole or two, but I've sewn them up with thoughts of you, so I can wear this comfort when I'm alone. My friends all say I need to move ahead, wash away the memories instead, but detergent can't erase what's in my soul. This cotton carries all we were, your cologne, your character, the only thing that keeps me whole. Your sweater still smells like you, like autumn nights and morning dew. I wrap myself in yesterday. Your sweater keeps the cold away, like cedar smoke in summer rain. Your sweater holds my joy and pain. I know I should give it back, but your sweater's all I have. Your sweater still smells like you. I know one day the scent will disappear, and I'll be left with nothing here but moth-eaten fabric and regret. Maybe that's when I'll finally be free from this ghost of you and me. Maybe that's when I'll be ready to forget, but until then I'll breathe you in, let your memory on my skin remind me that I once was loved by you. I'll wear this sweater until it falls apart, the shield that guards my broken heart, the last remaining proof that we were true. Even when the smell is gone, I'll keep holding on and on to the comfort of this worn out wall. Your sweater still smells like you, like autumn nights and morning dew. I wrap myself in yesterday. Your sweater keeps the cold away, like cedar smoke and summer rain. Your sweater holds my joy and pain. I know I should give it back, but your sweater's all I have. It's fading now, but it's still true. Your sweater still smells like you. One day I'll wash away the past, but not today. I'll make it last. Your sweater still smells like you. Somewhere out there we got it right. We never had that final fight. We're waking up in each other's arms today. In that world I said the words you needed most, instead of letting pride become my ghost. And you forgave the things I couldn't say. I wonder if that version feels this pain, or if they're dancing in the summer rain while we're here drowning in our mistakes. place. I still remember your face, but everything we did was different stakes. In a parallel universe we're fine. You're still yours and I'm still mine, but somehow we make it work. In a parallel universe we didn't let our demons win. We're falling in love again and again. In a parallel universe somewhere we're still a perfect pair. In a parallel universe, maybe there's a world where you still stay, where I didn't push your love away, where we learn to communicate our fears. In that dimension we grew old together, weathered every storm and heavy weather, built a life across the passing years. Sometimes I swear I feel them close to me. Those are the versions of what we could be, like ghosts of futures that we'll never know. Somewhere in the cosmic web we're lying in a different bed, reaping what we should have sown. In a parallel universe we're fine. You're still yours and I'm still mine, but somehow we make it work. In a parallel universe we didn't let our demons win. We're falling in love again and again. In a parallel universe somewhere we're still a perfect pair. In a parallel universe, do they think about us too, the versions who lost me and you? Do they feel the absence of our pain, or is suffering the price we pay for being conscious, being awake in this particular timeline's rain? I'd trade places if I could, do everything I should have done to make you wanna stay, but physics doesn't work like that. There's no going back to make the choices that will make you stay. So I'll imagine somewhere in the stars there's a better us, no scars, living out the life we were supposed to share. In a parallel universe we're fine. You're still yours and I'm still mine, but somehow we make it work. In a parallel universe we didn't let our demons win. We're falling in love again and again. In a parallel universe somewhere we're still a perfect pair that breathe in the same air while I'm stuck over here. In a parallel universe they thrive. In a parallel universe we're alive, but in this one we didn't survive. In a parallel universe. Six inches feel like 60 miles. Haven't seen you smile in quite a while. We're lying here but worlds apart tonight. The sheets are cold between our skin. I don't know where you end, where I begin. We used to fit together perfectly right. Now there's this canyon in our bed, filled with all the things we haven't said, and I'm too scared to reach across the divide. This quiet's louder than a scream. We're losing us, or so it seems. There's nowhere left for love to hide. The space between us grows like winter ice and summer snow. We're reaching but we just can't touch. The space between us hurts too much. Once we were skin to skin, now I don't know where to begin to bridge the gap that's grown so wide. The space between us, we're on different sides. back is turned, a wall I cannot climb. I wanna speak but words feel wrong. The silence has been going on too long. We're losing ground with every passing time. Your hand is resting on the edge, close enough to make a pledge, but somehow still so far away from mine. We built this distance brick by brick, with every wound we wouldn't fix. Now we're trapped in this design. The space between us grows like winter ice and summer snow. We're reaching but we just can't touch. The space between us hurts too much. Once we were skin to skin, now I don't know where to begin to bridge the gap that's grown so wide. The space between us, we're on different sides. When did we become two islands, drifting in our private silence, lost at sea inside this room? I remember when your body felt like coming home, not lonely. Now we're strangers in the gloom. If I move closer, would you run? Or would you meet me halfway, hun? I'm terrified to find out which. This space has become our only language, our shelter and our cage, and I don't know how to escape this. Maybe we're meant to be apart. Maybe closeness breaks the heart. But God, I miss the way we used to be, before the space between us became our only certainty. The space between us grows like winter ice and summer snow. We're reaching but we just can't touch. The space between us hurts too much. Once we were skin to skin, now I don't know where to begin to bridge the gap that's grown so wide. The space between us, we're on different sides. I'd cross this space if you would try. The space between us makes me cry, but maybe space is what we need tonight. The space between us feels like giving up the fight. Ooh, the space between us. Blue light glowing in the dark, typing words I won't send from my heart, deleting I miss you for the 100th time. The cursor blinks like it's mocking me for all the things I'll never set free. These drafted confessions that never see the light. 3 paragraphs about my day, erased before I can hit send and say what's really burning underneath my skin. My thumb hovers over your name, but pride and fear keep me chained to the cycle I can't seem to win. Unread messages fill my phone, all the things I can't make known, conversations I'll never send. Unread messages without end, words I write at 3 a.m. Apologies that don't condemn. Unread messages pile high in my drafts where feelings die. Unread Got 17 versions of goodbye and 23 that ask you why you left without giving us a chance. There's 10 that beg you to come back and 5 that say I'm fine. Exact lies I almost said in my defense. Each one reveals a different side of this mess I'm trying to hide behind a screen and false composure now. I rehearse what I would say if courage came my way, but I just keep backing down somehow. Unread messages fill my phone, all the things I can't make known, conversations I'll never send. Unread messages without end, words I write at 3 a.m. Apologies that don't condemn. Unread messages pile high in my drafts where feelings die. Unread messages you'll never see. What do you still mean to me? Maybe it's better this way, keeping all these words at bay. Let you think I've moved along while I'm here writing love songs. And my notes app every night, pouring out my soul in black and white. Delete, rewrite, delete again. This digital prison that I'm in. If I sent just one, would you reply? Or would you leave me on red, let it die? The fear of your silence keeps me still, paralyzed against my will. So I'll keep typing into the void these messages that I've destroyed before they ever reach your eyes. Perfect words that I'll never send, because sending means it might really end. And unread means there's still a chance that someday I'll be brave enough to dance with the possibility of your response. Unread messages fill my phone, all the things I can't make known, conversations I'll never send. Unread messages without end, words I write at 3 a.m. Apologies that don't condemn. Unread messages pile high in my drafts where feelings die. Unread messages you'll never see. What do you still mean to me? Maybe someday I'll press send, but until then, my silent friend, these unread messages will be my secret history. Unread messages set me free and trap me endlessly. You don't love me, but I breathe you in like secondhand smoke beneath my skin. It's killing me slowly. I know it's wrong, but I stand too close when you light up. Can't get enough of your toxic touch. I've been inhaling poison all along. You want me that you're bad for my health, but I keep compromising myself just to feel the rush of being near. But I'm addicted to the burn, even when I never learn. I want you even though you're never clear. Secondhand smoke from your heart, tearing my lungs apart. I know you're bad, but I can't quit. Secondhand smoke, I'm lost in it. You're loving someone else tonight, but I'm here breathing in the sight of you. smoke a loving you. I watch you blow your kisses at her face while I'm standing in your toxic ways, catching remnants of affection meant for someone new. They say there's no safe level of exposure here, but I've been breathing you for years, and now my system's dependent on you. I'm a casualty of proximity to something that was never meant for me, but I can't seem to walk away and breathe clean air. Every exhale that you make is another chance I take. With my heart I just don't care. Secondhand smoke from your heart, tearing my lungs apart. I know you're bad, but I can't quit. Secondhand smoke, I'm lost in it. You're loving someone else tonight, but I'm here breathing in the side of you across the room alone. Secondhand smoke, it's all I've known. I'm damaged by your residue. I should step outside and clear my head, find some oxygen instead of these carcinogens you spread around. But I'm hooked on the way you cloud my mind, on the buzz, on the high I find in the traces of you that surround. The Surgeon General would warn me that you're dangerous, you harm me, that I need to quit before it's too late. But withdrawal seems worse than the disease, so I'll keep breathing in with ease, even if it seals my fate. I know I'm not your cigarette, I'm just someone who can't forget the taste of your smoke in my mouth. I'll die from this eventually, but at least I'll die with memories of standing close when you breathe out. Secondhand smoke from your heart, tearing my lungs apart. I know you're bad, but I can't quit. Secondhand smoke, I'm lost in it. You're loving someone else tonight, but I'm here breathing in the side of you across the room alone. Secondhand smoke, it's all I've known. I'm damaged by your residue. Secondhand smoke, a loving you. I'm dying from the fumes. Secondhand smoke fills the room, and I just breathe and breathe it through. Secondhand smoke, I choose you. Planted seeds of things we didn't do. Now they're growing wild, the thoughts of you. Every stem asks, what if we had tried? The roses bloom where we could have kissed. The thorns remind me what I missed when fear kept all my feelings locked inside. I water them with tears and rain, these flowers made of joy and pain. A garden full of paths we didn't take. These flowers bloom without regrets, gardens of the life we never met. Every petal's a mistake. In the garden of what ifs I walk alone, where possibilities have overgrown every path we didn't take. In the garden of what ifs I break, the weeds of maybe wrap around my feet, the vines of could have been taste bittersweet. In the garden of what ifs I stay, where our unmade future grows today. There's a tree where we might have built a home, branches reaching out like we'd have grown if I had said the words you needed most. The soil's rich with conversations lost, I'm of the heavy cost of silence and the opportunities I ghosted. Wildflowers spell your name in beds of all the things we left unsaid. A labyrinth of choices I can't undo. I'm tangled in the ivy of the timeline where we stayed in love, and the garden just keeps growing through. In the garden of what ifs I walk alone, where possibilities have overgrown every path we didn't take. In the garden of what ifs I break the weeds that maybe wrap around my feet. The vines of could have been taste bittersweet. In the garden of what ifs I stay, where our unmade future grows today. Maybe I should burn it all down, saw the earth raise the ground, start fresh where nothing grows at all. But I'm addicted to the beauty here of the life we could have built. I fear I'm too in love with what ifs to let them fall, so I'll keep tending to these phantom plants, nurturing our never had romance. In this garden that exists only in my mind, I'll prune the regrets and water the dreams. Nothing here is what it seems, but it's the only place where you're still mine. What if I had kissed you that September night? What if I had held on tight? What if I had been brave enough to say that I loved you in every possible way? Now I'm lost in hypotheticals in these gardens of perpetuals that bloom and die and bloom again each spring. In the garden of what ifs I walk alone, where possibilities have overgrown every path we didn't take. In the garden of what ifs I break the weeds and maybe wrap around my feet. The vines of could have been taste bittersweet. In the garden of what ifs I stay, where our unmade future grows today. I'm the gardener of dreams that died, in the garden of what ifs I hide from the real world where you're gone. In the garden of what ifs I'm holding on to every seed we never sowed. In the garden of what ifs I'm home. Driving through the night, can't find a song that doesn't somehow feel all wrong without your voice singing harmony. I'm scanning through the frequencies, but everything just sounds like pleas for something that you used to be to me. The dial turns but nothing's clear, just white noise ringing in my ears. Like the silence since you went away, just noise between the stations clear. Like static when you're not here, nothing good is on today. Static on the radio tonight, can't tune into a frequency that's right. Searching for a signal of your love. Static on the radio, never enough. Every station plays our memories wrong. Static on the radio, there's no good song, just interference where your voice should be. Static on the radio is all I hear since you disappeared. Remember how we'd sing along to every stupid radio song, your hand in mine while I was driving fast. You changed the station, make me laugh when something came on from the past. good, trying to find some signal that you're still on my mind. The way I know I'm still on yours, or am I just screaming at closed doors, broadcasting into empty space, hoping you can hear my voices trace through all this static on the radio waves. Static on the radio tonight, can't tune into a frequency that's right, searching for a signal of your love. Static on the radio, never enough. Every station plays our memories wrong. Static on the radio, there's no good song, just interference where your voice should be. Static on the radio's all I hear. White noise is all that's coming clear. Static on the radio, my dear. You're just static on the radio, fading out so slow. Static on the radio, won't let you go. Static on the radio. We knew this wouldn't last forever, but we kissed like we'd never say never, counting minutes like they're made of gold. The clock was ticking from the very start. We borrowed moments for our hearts, knowing that the debt would have to be repaid in full. Every second was a loan we took from a future neither of us could book, building castles out of sand and stolen hours. The clock is ticking down on us in moments we can't adjust. We're running out of time and power, living on borrowed time with you. Every second feels brand new, but the debt is coming due. On borrowed time, what can we do? We're stealing moments from the end, pretending we can just extend this loan that we can't pay back through. Living on borrowed time with you. You said your flight leaves Tuesday afternoon. I said let's not talk about it soon. Let's just pretend we have eternity tonight. We made love like it could stop the clocks, like passion was the key to locks. The time and place on everything we felt was right, but morning always comes too fast, and borrowed time can never last, no matter how we try to hold it tight. We're debtors to the universe, for better or for worse. We borrow love, we borrow light, living on borrowed time with you. Every second feels brand new, but the debt is coming due. On borrowed time, what can we do? We're stealing moments from the end, pretending we can just extend this loan that we can't pay back through. Living on borrowed time with you. Interest compounds every day on the time we can't repay. We knew the terms before we signed, but we borrowed anyway. Never mind the consequences of our crime against the natural flow of time. Maybe it was worth the price to have this temporary paradise, even if we have to give it back with interest on the heart attack of loving you and letting go of everything we couldn't know would hurt this much. When time's up, we drank from an empty cup and called it full, because we're fools who break the fundamental rules of how love and time should work. We lived fast, avoided hurt until we couldn't anymore. Now time's come knocking at the door. Living on borrowed time with you. from the end, pretending we can just extend this loan that we can't pay back through. Living on borrowed time with you. The bank of fate is calling in our temporary rushing up. Borrowed time, we always knew the cost of borrowed time with you. But I'd borrow it again, even knowing how it ends. Living on borrowed time. At least you were mine for borrowed time. No goodbye, you just slipped away like smoke on a winter day, leaving questions hanging in the air. Your toothbrush vanished from the sink and your clothes gone before I could blink. One moment you were here, then you weren't there. I came home to empty drawers and space. No note, no text, just your erased existence from the life we built together here. The silence told me everything, more than words could ever bring. You left without making it clear. The way you left still haunts me now, without a word, without a vow, just empty space where you once stood. The way you left, I never understood. You disappeared like morning mist. No final fight, no final kiss, just absence where your presence used to be. The way you left is killing me. I searched for clues in what you took, every missing photograph and book, trying to decode the message in your choice. Did you plan this for weeks or days, or did you wake up in a haze and decide right then to lose your voice? I called your phone 100 times, left messages in desperate rhymes, but you'd already changed your number, changed your life. This ghost you left behind is driving me out of my mind. You left me without the knife, but still you cut me like a wife. The way you left still haunts me now, without a word, without a vow, just empty space where you once stood. The way you left, I never understood. You disappeared like morning mist. No final fight, no final kiss, just absence where your presence used to be. The way you left is killing me. Was I so terrible you couldn't face me? Was I so broken you had to erase me from your existence without explanation? I deserved a conversation, a confrontation, some kind of closure, some kind of end. Instead you left me here to pretend that I know why you had to go, and the truth is I'll never know what I did to make you run, or if you left because I'd won too much of your heart to stay, and you had to get away before you loved me more than you could bear. Maybe leaving was your only prayer for survival, for escape from something beautiful that took shape. Too fast, too deep, too real, and you couldn't deal with what you feel. So you left the only way you knew, by erasing me and you. The way you left still haunts me now, without a word, without a vow, just empty space where you once stood. The way you left, I never understood. still not found. Bounces off these walls. I hear you in the lonely halls, but when I turn around, there's nothing there. The floorboards creak like footsteps coming near. I swear I feel you reappear, then realize it's just the settling of air. Every sound becomes your voice, every noise becomes a choice to believe you're somehow still around. These memories won't let me go. They fill the spaces that you know with phantom versions of your sound. Echoes in empty rooms at night, shadows dancing in the light. Your ghost is everywhere I turn. Echoes in empty rooms still burn. I hear you calling out my name, but nothing ever sounds the same as when you were really here with me. Echoes in empty rooms won't set me free. The kitchen holds your humming tune while cooking dinner Sunday afternoon. The bathroom keeps your singing in the shower. Your books still whisper from the shelf like you're here reading to yourself. I'm haunted by you every single hour. The bedroom's worst of all at night, when I reach out to hold you tight. Find just cold sheets and empty space. This house became a museum of everything that was our love. Now I can't escape this place. Echoes in empty rooms at night, shadows dancing in the light. Your ghost is everywhere I turn. Echoes in empty rooms still burn. I hear you calling out my name, but nothing ever sounds the same as when you were really here with me. Echoes in empty rooms won't set me free. Maybe I should move away, find a place where you didn't stay, where your presence isn't in the pain. But I'm afraid if I leave here, you'll disappear, and I'll lose the last connection to our saints in these empty rooms, surrounded by the sonic tombs of everything we used to be. I chase your echoes desperately down hallways that remember us when we were more than merely dust and silence and reverberation. I'm stuck in this fixation on the sounds you used to make. Every breath and every ache recorded in these wooden bones. This house that used to be our home, now it's just an echo chamber of a love I can't remember quite right anymore. But I keep listening for your voice to call me back from this ghost and heart attack. Echoes in empty rooms at night, shadows dancing in the light. Your ghost is everywhere I turn. Echoes in empty rooms still burn. I hear you calling out my name, but nothing ever sounds the same as when you were really here with me. Echoes in empty rooms swear